the ball in, a Betcha!
Hey listeners, welcome to yet another episode of God's Own Football, our podcast on Indian football and Kerala football. So this time we have planned a special episode to welcome a new signing to the Indian Super League, and that is Roland Alberg, who is joining Hyderabad FC on a season-long deal. He'll be with the Nizams till the end of the season, so that's what I've heard so far. And since the past week, there have been talks about this particular player coming into the ISL, and finally it was revealed as, Hyderabad FC is the club who is signing him. Well, he has definitely, gotten some attention in the past week. So we'll be discussing how this particular player slots into the first team of Hyderabad FC and how he will help them progress, deeper into the league stage of the competition. So, first of all, I'll be speaking about the short history on the player. So, as you all know by now, Roland Alberg is an attacking kind of player. He is 30 years old and he has mostly played as a winger, striker, and so on. So that's the kind of player that he has been so far, and he is 30, which is a bit young for foreigners who are playing in India. That's 30 is just about the average age of foreign players playing in India. So you can count him to be on the younger side of things. So despite being just 30, he has a senior career experience of over 18 years. He started his footballing career at AZ Alkmaar. As you know, AZ Alkmaar is an Eredivisie club. They play in the Dutch First Division. So after getting promoted from the Alkmaar youth team, he joined Excelsior, another Dutch First Division club. From there, he went to Elazığspor, which is a Turkish club. And from there, he returned to Netherlands once again and he played for another Eredivisie club, Den Haag. So Den Haag is the club which, as you know, the former Kerala Blasters player Gianni Suiverloon plays there right now. But Alberg played there in 2013. He has played in more clubs since then. He went to the MLS and played for Philadelphia. He went to Romania and played for CSKA Sofia. Then he played in Greece for a club called Panionios. And there was a point of time where he was without a club, but that ended in 2019 when he signed for another second division Dutch club, Roda JC. So that was his final club, and now he will be plying his trade in the Indian Super League. So from here we go to our panelist Krishnan. He will be talking about how the player plays, his style of play, and how he will slot into the system.
Yeah. So Roland Alberg is someone who has played for come from the youth academy of AS Alkmaar, as well, which is a very good club. Now the likes of Stings and Cooper Miners and all these players play for them, and actually that club plays for in the Europa League and all, and they have a very good academy system. So that itself is a good pedigree for that player. Then if you see, he has scored around 80 goals from all his career. So he is a goal scorer. He plays mainly as a left winger, but he can play in the CF and ST roles. I have seen some attacking midfield thing also, but from what I have seen, he rarely plays there. He plays as a second striker, if you want. So, but he doesn't play as a 10 or something like that. He is a mainly left winger.
There is a popular misconception, I think. There is a misunderstanding among fans that he is an attacking midfielder. That mainly comes to the online articles that we have on him so far. But based on his profile, based on his, statistics, I think he does not play as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that he is not an attacking midfielder. He hasn't played in that position. But he can play as a second striker in that system. But I haven't seen it. Mostly he played on the left winger as a LW. Uh, he's you cannot say him as an inside forward because he creates chances also. He mainly while he was playing in his prime, he mainly relied on his pace. Nowadays, as age goes on, it has reduced a bit. Uh, and he actually, if you see for under 20 Netherlands team, he has played with some of the players like Davier, Danny Blaine, who is Manchester United fame, and Netherlands World Cup fame. If you remember the pass to the Van Persie
Van
goal.
Persie.
Yeah. So he has for last time around he played for Roda JC, which is a Netherlands second division club. He was their top scorer. He had 8 goals and 1 assist. Uh, by looking at the stats, you will think that okay, that's very good return, and you will get when he comes to Indian Super League, you expect him to be doubling that or like providing as much as he has provided for Roda JC. But then you have to go deep into it. If you look at it, 8 goals comes from 5 goals penalty, and he has not been an automatic starter. Um, but positive wise, he has played till December. So last week he has played his game last week also, I think. So he is match fit. He can go straightly into the 11. And Hyderabad FC needs players, foreign players. They are going through a very bad injury crisis or in the foreign system or over there. And if you look at that, and he is like he is more like a wide playmaker. He can hold up the ball well. He creates chances, but if you look at that, he rarely tracks back. So that's if you see now, Halicharan Nasri plays as a left winger over there, and Halicharan Nasri has a very good defensive system. Like he tracks back, he helps out Akash Mishra, who plays as an LB in Hyderabad systems. So if Alberg plays as an LW in their system, then Akash Mishra has to be more aware of his defensive thing because he would not get any support from Alberg as much. I don't think that's not his game. But he has a good leg. I would probably play him as a striker. Or like as I said, as a SS second striker thing with Adrian, so he can link up, or then play or in left wing and push Nasri to the right wing. You can do that also. So there are options for Hyderabad. He's a really good player. The only thing is he has lost a bit of his pace, and we will have to see how he adopts to the Indian system, Indian Super League and all.
Well, when you speak about Hyderabad FC, I think like Krishnan has spoken already. They are a team going through a current injury crisis, especially in the foreign department. They have the likes of Joel Chianis and Franz Sandasa, all of them injured. Franz Sandasa has just returned to training while there is no, proper answer on when Chianis can return to action. So, yeah, they do need foreigners, but at the same time, I think they are a team that are doing very well in the Indian Super League despite having a lack of foreigners. For example, if you take a look at any of their starting lineup, you will see just about 3 or 2 foreigners, while the rest of them are Indians. There is a Narsari, and when you take the attack part, there is Narsari in the left wing, Nikhil Pujari in the right wing, Yasir as an attacking midfielder or a second striker kind of role, with Aridan Santana playing in attack. Then there is always the dangerous Listen Colasso, who often comes in as an impact substitute and changes the course of the game, like we saw against SC East Bengal in December. So with such a formidable attack already present in Hyderabad FC. With Nikhil Pujari in form in the right wing and Hali Narsari in the left wing, where do you think Manuel Marquez will put this new player Roland Alberg once he comes in? Who is the player most likely to sacrifice his starting 11 position for this new player?
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Like, even I am not that much sure like where he is going to play. The thing is, as you said, Nasri has been really good, and Pujari has been good, and Yasir has been fantastic. If you see, and you cannot fault Santana also. So they have a set system, and Liston is not getting into the team at all. Like he is coming as an impact sub. He's not starting, and he has been the most what to say most
Effective.
exciting, effective, exciting player. And you are bringing Alberg into that. This is the option for Hyderabad. I am really like jealous of this team, if I can say. And Alberg is not a slouch. Like I said, he has lost his pace, but he's still a very good player. Like he has produced, and I think it might be Nasri because Alberg plays in that left wing position, and maybe Nasri, and if I don't know, it depends. Pujari is actually, as you said, Nikhil Pujari has been excellent in the right wing, but Pujari is not actually a really well and out right winger. So maybe I can see Nasri to the right, and then Alberg to the left. Then one of your DM has to cover, because as I said, Alberg doesn't track back that much, but he brings the attacking thing. And as you see in the last game against Mumbai, when you come up to the big games, you need that spark to get the goal. It's well and good putting players like Nasri, Pujari, and all that. But if you really didn't take up the chances or like finish off the chances, then you are not going to win games. And Alberg does that.
Okay, so as we've already spoken about, Hyderabad FC have this new player Roland Alberg in their ranks. We have given you a brief idea on how this new player can slot into the side, and how this new attacking player will add to what Hyderabad FC already has in attack, which is an already good side. So, well, for my next question, I am asking you, Krishnan. How do you rate Hyderabad FC's performance so far? They have lost just one game, but at the same time, they are only in the 8th position on the points table. They have managed just 2 wins, and while 3 of the other matches were draws. They played against a very good Mumbai City FC side last game, and they lost it. So how do you rate their performance so far?
I actually rate them pretty high, because I was not expecting this from them at the start of the season, because I was with Roca going to Barcelona and stuff. I was not expecting this from them. If I can say, they are a really good counter-attacking team. The coach has put a system that brings the best out of every player they have. So he has developed a system that has Halichan Nasri playing with his limitations, and he has developed a system without so much of reliance in foreign players also. But someone like Liston, who has come and performed like what he has done, and that itself is something to look into. And they go into every game looking to win that game. So it's not like they are going and sitting back and praying to God that they don't concede and get a point. That's not what they are doing. They are going and they are going to win that game. So they are trying everything to. So I rate them pretty highly, and probably with Alberg now, their finishing will increase. They will have more goals, and I think they can climb up the table. They have a really good chance to do that because they have the system. Most of the players are performing well. Most of the players are like someone like Yasir is like doing really well in that attacking midfield role and all. So it's really a good thing going on in Hyderabad. I think they can surprise a few. They have already surprised a few, and I think they can continue to surprise a few and maybe even snatch up a playoff position.
Well, yes, like you said, I think nobody. I won't say nobody, but then majority of people may not have expected Hyderabad FC to impress fans and impress experts so well. But then that is what has happened so far, and I think personally, I think Manuel Roca's independence from foreign players that will benefit the team in the long run because anyways from the next season onwards we'll all teams will have to cut down on foreign players. You cannot play five foreigners in the 11 anymore. So I think it is going to help the team in the long run, and their play so far has been very promising. Well, this is all for today's special episode, listeners. Do follow us on social media. We are there on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the streaming channels like YouTube, Spotify, and Anchor.fm. Do listen to our podcast whenever you can and give us all of your support because that means the world to us. Without your support, we will clearly lack the kind of inspiration that we need to have while doing this going forward. So keep supporting us. We'll be back again in the coming weeks with more informative content. So that's all for today. See you and take care.